Well, it turns out Roblox somewhat cares because they have reduced the uploading fee from 200 to 80, and the publishing will remain at 10 Robux, which is impressive that they even did this in the first place. Congratulations on that, honestly. Which basically reduces all the freaking pricing for uploading, making items for clothes from 800 down to essentially 90, which is still an increase by like 4.5 times from like, if I'm not mistaken, 20, because you gotta have 10 for publishing, 10 for creating as an uploading. When Roblox RTC has posted, some people has started to say, yeah, this is a very interesting update. Seems like Greenlight Cats said that they announced an update that's extremely bad, and that they apparently listened to feedback, and how that they are intentionally doing this to mitigate necessary backlash. Like, that would be funny if that's actually true, because somebody else too has posted the same thing. Although, comments are essentially all saying, I feel like Roblox planned to raise the price to 90 Robux from the get-go. They probably announced 800 Robux on purpose, then lowered it to 90 Robux, mind you, at the last minute, so people would feel relief and even outright praise them instead of getting angry. While this might have some credibility, right? Like, it's still a bad update. You still have to give your ID to Roblox. Get a Plus membership still, which, getting memberships used to be a thing for clothing in 2020 and before. But you still get 30% of your money. Unless you sell it in your own game that may or may not even get visits anyway, because in order to promote to basically everyone, you gotta have your ID and your face sent to Roblox. I mean, this is just chaotic, okay? Like, this update only got like 5 notches better and not like outright reverted in the first place. Like, it's supposed to come out on Tuesday, July 14th, which might be the time this video gets uploaded. There has been some theories circling that, the plan was to have it for 90 Robux, and they announced much higher just to pretend to care. I mean, like, wow. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, Roblox definitely needs to revert the cut back to like 70% for the website. If they want to have it in the game, they could split it 50-50 between the game creator and the clothing creator, maybe, or just have it favor the clothing creator. Like, if they don't want to have it at 70% anymore for some reason, as in Roblox, and the community sure as heck doesn't want it at 30%, because that's just a ripoff at that point, you might as well just go 50%. Like, as an absolute compromise. If Roblox even gave a crap, but who knows? Because they barely care about the community. Okay, so we are going to continue with the relatively good news. With those who were previously locked into the Roblox VNG version outside of Vietnam are now seeing their accounts being rolled back to the global version, with their account location reflective of the home country. And they asked about their opinions and the situation to be shared below. So we got this person who had their account updated to wherever they're from, which, wherever that might be, I don't know, but they're no longer in the VNG version, so that's relatively good. And this person said, my region's Russia, but my region for some reason didn't reset with another Russian players. I'm still locked in VNG. So yeah, this person is still just locked in the VNG version for whatever reason, and not everybody has been rolled back. We got at least another person or two who managed to return to the global version with evidence, quite frankly. And yeah, here we go. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this person's either Polish or Russian. And then this person said, finally got back to the global version after being stuck a few months ago. And apparently this person already made a new account after the fact to escape the situation. And this person finally got returned again to the home country of Indonesia for him. And there's just more people just going on talk about their situation. And then, the Belarusian guy who essentially was organizing a coalition against the VNG, who was exposed for its wrongdoing, including lying about its data policy and stuff. Not the previous video, but the video before that. It's pretty crazy. I highly recommend you watch that if you need any information about that. And, okay. Okay, I'm not sure how am I gonna, censor that. I mean, like, holy crap. Dude just compared Roblox VNG to essentially a German dictator who is quite obvious, but my goodness, that is quite diabolical. But yeah, I hope it continues to improve because, the Vietnam VNG situation should be looked at even more, honestly. And now we got a very interesting development out of the nation of Iraq, where apparently it was planned to be unbanned yesterday because a little child asked the Minister of Communications to unban Roblox for me because I love Roblox. Like, it's very interesting that a little kid's dedication has led to Roblox possibly being unbanned in Iraq. I'm not sure if that has quite happened yet, but the chat ban is just another story within itself. Yeah, I haven't quite seen any articles necessarily about, well, Iraq unbanning Roblox. All I do know is that there's no official announcement about Iraq unbanning Roblox, at least not inherently. But what are the odds of it actually happening, though? What are the odds? Like, it could be 50-50, right? Like, Iraqis still can't chat, but they can still potentially play Roblox if this goes through. And if it already has happened, then congratulations, I guess, because, took them about a couple months, right? Maybe almost an entire year. Okay, I don't know why I keep pronouncing Iraq in two different ways, okay? But I believe that's going to be all I have for this video. And if you guys like my videos, hit that like button and subscribe to stay notified by turning on your notification bell for the next content and support my channel throughout the times that we're in. And I will see you guys in the next one.